My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Hearthstone Arena. Alright, we are going to go straight into the arena with absolutely no direction whatsoever. Paladin. Been a long time since I played a Paladin, and Paladin is goddamned fun. Divine Favor can be really good card draw, Equality can be really good removal. Yeah, I'll take an Equality. Blessing of Kings for the buff. Shielded Minibot, it's always going to be Shielded Minibot when Shielded Minibot is offered. Hammer of Wrath. Blessing of Kings is really good, but Hammer of Wrath kind of evens out. And it's a really good top deck. In the late game, especially. Harvest Golem. Not only because it's a mech, but because it's a real good dude. Marnie Berserker is a real solid card. Piloted Shredder is amazing. None of these are particularly good, unless I get a weapon, in which case... unless I get a Truce of a Champion, in which case the Dread Corsair is okay. So, I think I'll actually preemptively pick the Dread Corsair, hoping that I get a weapon to justify that pick. Kazan Mystic could win me the game immediately just by stealing a secret, so I'll take one. Who knows, maybe it works out real well for me. Bomb Lobber, removing a target is incredible. It's gotta be Puddle Stomper. There's the Truce of a Champion I was talking about getting. Zombie Chow for the early game. This is working out surprisingly well. Avenge, I guess, is the most valuable of those. It's gotta be Hammer of Wrath, right? I don't have many 2s, though. I've got 3 2s and a 1. It's fine, I can take the Hammer of Wrath. Guardian of Kings for the late game seems fine. Noyatron. It's gotta be Senshin, right? Yeah, I don't have anything to buff the Noyatron up until the Blessing of Kings. Or the Shattered Sun. So yeah, it's not that actually worthwhile. That's fine. Argent Protector in the early game is always incredibly powerful. None of those are particularly good. I might take Little Exorcist just on the chance that it gets one Death Rattle buff off, in which case it's a 3/4 for 3 with Taunt. I don't like doing that, but it's better than the other two. Can't get 2 Kazan Mystics, they're not going to be powerful, both. Frost Elemental is fine. Okay, I can't... Oh, wait, no, it works. Never mind. I was about to say, I can't de-highlight any of these. Wolf Rider for a 3 damage removal spell, basically. Alter Pistoga. None of these are particularly good. I'll take an Ironforge Rifleman for the immediate effect on board that it has. Another Hammer of Wrath. Now I'm starting to regret picking the first Hammer of Wrath over a Blessing of Kings. Stormpike Commando, immediate effect on the board. Another Hammer of Wrath. God damn. Stranglethorn Tiger. Over the next Hammer of Wrath. Mad Scientist. I've only got an Avenge in the deck, but if I can cheat that Avenge out, that's actually really worthwhile. And a Knife Juggler to finish it off. With only one weapon, and no Consecrate, this is kind of difficult, but it's still... We've got Ironforge Rifleman and Stormpike Commando after an Equality for kind of like one big target removal with only one card spent, that being Equality. It's not as bad as it looks. I could still get 5 or 6 wins with this deck. But we were kind of lacking a lot of the stronger 3-drops, right? Like a lot of our 3-drops are very situational. We need the Shattered Sun Cleric to have a minion on the board to buff. We need the 2/3, what's it called again? God damn it, the 2/3 that gains +1/+1 for every Death Rattle on the field. For every opponent Death Rattle, my apologies. If I seem a little spaced right now, or throughout the course of this arena, it's because I have incredible back pain right now. This is just one of the absolute downsides of having 7 fucking foot of back.
You asked for it.
Oh, it's the Little Exorcist, that's what it's called again. Okay. That's a lot of 3-drops. I'll keep the Shattered Sun because it makes more of my 3-drops actually viable. Sorry, more of my 2-drops viable. Do I play a turn 1 Avenge? I might as well. I mean, if anyone's going to be able to play around it, it's going to be a mage. because they'll be able to kill the lower target, sorry, kill the higher target, then the lower target gets the buff and it gets a frostbolt or a ping, sorry, a frostbolt or a flame cannon immediately for removal. Come on, just ping the face. It's an eye for an eye. Ping the face. Test for an eye for an eye.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Lame.
It's time for a little blood.
Kind of don't want to allow my Truce of a Champion to get frozen, if at all possible. Now, how likely do they think it is that this is a noble sacrifice? Because if they think it's a noble sacrifice, there is a decent chance they just don't attack at all. And that would be A fucking plus stellar action. I hope they don't drop anything with 4 health or anything like that.
Someday I'll be just like you.
So I don't have to use my Truce of a Champion to kill it. Because that would also mean that I need to use my coin. Well, 9 times out of 10, that's a, 9 times out of 10, that's a mirror entity on this turn.
We must cleanse the sun.
So basically, they just played a 3-2 for 3 mana. Well, actually, not for 3 mana. For 1 mana, because they had the 2 Sorcerer's Apprentices out. So that actually worked out really well for them. I've still got to get 2 minions on board before this Avenge can even trigger. And they definitely know it's Avenge now. Because they've done things that would trigger every other one of the states.
Let me think. For justice.
This sets me up to clear the Chillwind Yeti next turn by playing the Stormpike Commando and then hitting it with my True Silver. The huge problem that we're having right now is that I can't get anything to stick to the board. At all. And if I can't get anything to stick early, it's going to be even more difficult for me to get things to stick later where the opponent has Blizzard, Flame Strike. Well, mostly those 2 things.
Let the pain speak to me. I've got a huge guy. For justice.
I mean, I've got a card advantage at least. I've kind of got to hope that my opponent... Well, I mean... They could get 2 cards this turn. They ping that and then run it in. And then run that in. I've kind of got to hope that my opponent has nothing big in hand and no removal, so that they can't deal with my Bolt of Istoga until I generate other things on the board to, you know, succeed off of the death of my Bolt of Istoga, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I wonder.
Yeah, figured. What cards are you considering at 4 mana? I mean, you're hovering over all of them, so I think you're reading the text on each of them. So they all have to be on average viable, but you chose to play none of them. Interesting. It easily could just be removal spells and you were just wasting my fucking time by hovering over your cards for no reason. If it's a removal spell, we'll see it now though. So that'd be Polymorph, or Fireball. Flame Strike could also be in hand, I guess.
What to do? What to do?
But that's not a thing that's going to be played this turn. Oh, ping your own dude with card draw. Okay, so it's not Polymorph. Otherwise, you'd want a Polymorph ping, so you could remove this effectively and keep your entire board. Cone of Cold. Interesting. Cone of Cold Arcane Missiles that hits 3 times. Okay. Good work. That's, that worked out really well for you, but now I have the board. Which is
Put this apple on your head.
all I really wanted.
Not on my watch.
I'm actually not going to generate the Puddle Stomper or the Dread Corsair.
Reporting for duty.
Now, if my opponent wants to ping to remove this and then Flame Strike, they can't. They haven't got the coin, because I've got the coin, and they'd need 9 mana to do so. So that's why it was worth giving this a shield. But other than that, I don't want to put more things on the board so I don't get Flame Struck and fucked. How can I destroy this map? Oh, right, this is the boot meta map. Excuse me. Not getting much boot meta going on. Hup, there's a boot.
What to do? What to do?
Boots are rare, man. Boots are real rare. You gotta thank your lucky stars that you even saw a boot today. We could have gone 40 fucking minutes of this. Not a single boot. I've done it before. Boot meta too strong. Are you fucking seriously fireballing my face? I'm not even looking at the screen, by the way. I'm looking at the boots. That was a fireball to my face for a total of 6 damage and then 1 damage AoE. Good work. You just managed to kill your own creature. Genius. I still don't want to overextend, so I'm actually going to hold cards in hand. Although, if that was my opponent's best removal option, I can't imagine that I'm going to see these things wiped off the board anytime soon. I'm going to guess you can buff that a total of once. I'm going to try and throw some daggers into it, I guess. So, since they have Arcane Explosion in their deck, we can probably guess that they've got some, we can probably guess that they have some minions, some amount of minions, with, spell damage. Because that makes the Arcane Explosion way more valuable. The leap from 1 to 2 damage is incredible, the leap from 2 to 3 is okay, the leap from 3 to 4 is again actually incredible. It's weird how that works.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Oh, okay. So I'm just way ahead of you. Unless, of course, you top deck Flame Strike, which is, let's face it, likely. So I'm going to continue holding things in hand. I don't need to play quickly. The only reason I would need to play quickly is if you hold that card and keep pinging my face, in which case it's Pyroblast, and I need to get everything out on the board.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Yeah, that one doesn't scare me. Feel free to ping the 1/1s. This 6-2 over here. Don't mind it.
Whoops.
Ping the 1/1s. Yeah, exactly. I was wondering if you would possibly whoops after that. Alright, Dread Corsair is fine. I'll put that out.
Reporting for duty.
See how rare these boots are? I've got 1. I've been trying all match, and I have 1 boot still. Only a single boot to show for it, nary a second to be found. Oh, there you go. That's the one you were looking for. I'm 1 off lethal.
Well played.
Might as well go for it.
Well played. Reporting for duty.
She would need to remove literally everything from my board. I still have 1 damage in hand, though. and, you know, 7,000 Hammers of Wrath in my deck. I've only used one. So, 7,000... No, I've got only 6,999 left and 13 cards. So, my chance of drawing one is certain.
Well played.
Okay, I'm going to chalk this up as a victory. There is literally no way for me to lose. We've seen our opponent's cards. There's no destiny draw in this video game.
The battle. Locked and loaded.
That'll do, pig. That'll do. Should probably turn down the volume on my end. You'll still hear it at the exact same volume. It just means that I'll hear it a little less so that my speech won't be impeded by it. I've also got a total dominance quest going on right now, so that's kind of wicked, kind of fun. Kind of funky. Get 100 gold after finishing. Don't fucking mind if I do. For anyone who is wondering, because I've been getting a lot of comments about this recently, for anyone who is wondering if they could add me, yep, you can add me on the NA server. I only play on North America currently. At Rhapsody 6458.
I will fight with honor.
That's a decent opening hand. I'll actually keep that. Because we got a 2 into a 3. This'll deal with a 2-3 really well. But, you know, a 3-2, okay. And then, if this just gets wiped off the fucking face of the earth, I don't have to worry about it because I can just play the Harvest Golem and I don't need to worry about something for the Shattered Sun.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
So, welcome to being wiped off the face of the fucking earth. Jesus. I hate this opening. Come on, dagger up, 2-1, plus the dagger goes into this. Then I develop Harvest Golem. I mean, I've got a decent response to it. Imagine if I only had a hand of fucking 3 2s. I would be the saddest man. Hey, they even did it in the right order as well to not take as much damage. So hopefully this turn they can only develop something with 3 health maximum. That actually doesn't help you. The buff is wasted because you're still going 2 damage and 2 damage to kill this. Yeah, you huh? Okay. Interesting. Okay, now I see his control of the... Oh, yeah, no, that was still correct. I see his control of the game. Because my opponent can develop 2 minions with 4 health this turn, and I'll be able to kill both of them, and develop a better board. That's surprising, but I'm still fine. Unfortunately, I do have to kill the Neurabar. Warlord.
For justice.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
So I've buffed this simply to get it out of range of the Haunted Creeper. My opponent has to hero power this turn, which means they only have 3 mana to actually develop a board if they want to remove the damaged golem. Not exactly that worth it. Plus, rogues are not exactly incredibly high on the amount of board damage that they can do. They've got Fan of Knives, they have Blade Flurry, and they have Betrayal for 2 target. That's about it.
Me and Mr. Bite.
I wonder what I actually do in response to that. Like, I feel like, oh, I can't eat. Fuck! I drew Avenge. Are you kidding me? Piece of shit. Alright. Well then, in that case, it's... That's... That was the last turn that I could draw Avenge to make the Mad Scientist useless. And it happened. 1 in 22 chance for that to have happened, by the way, just so you know. Off this. Yeah, thank you. So now I have a relatively strong field. I can just freeze out my opponent from possibly stopping me from killing them. Freeze a character. I can even freeze the hero. That's good. Yeah, if I had to guess, that's something I would just freeze out. Unless my opponent plays a 3-2 as well. Gang up. Oh, oh, she's a feisty one. I freeze that and then just go for face. You need to draw one of my Guardians of Kings in order to help yourself for a moment. Of course, I do I mean, I've been playing poorly around Betrayal the entire game, but you would have to top deck Betrayal, otherwise you would have used it last turn.
My shield for Argus.
I mean, that's relatively good, but... like, you're so dead. I could have just done both of those to face and won the game. What the fuck was that guy's name? Potato Asian. That guy or girl, that person. God. I'm trying to use less gendered language. I apologize if I fuck up with that from time to time. It is inevitable that while on autopilot of speech, I sometimes screw up. I try to catch myself at least, though. Okay. Coffee addict. Can't verse myself, can I? Actually, this isn't coffee, this is energy drinks, so this is even worse. Svensson! Hey, I like you. Nordic name. Good.
Justice demands retribution.
Even off curve, having a Argent Protector early is really good. So I've got really low power, but if I can develop this secret while I have a board out, I'm in a pretty good position. I just guess I have to hope that my opponent either plays a 3-2 or just not a 2-3, right? I need him to play not a 2-3. Well, now I don't care. 2-3 would actually be real good for me now. He thinks he's protecting his guy by playing a 2-3. And I'm like, BAM! Shattered Sun.
Wrathful will be purged.
That worked out surprisingly good for him.
We must
Now I have to play that onto a naked board. Hopefully just to kill the 4-3. So, that Scarlet Purifier, man. I think that's the only... no, one of like 2 times that I've ever actually been bitten by that. Good work. I wonder if they'll actually surpass... sorry, surpass. Pass up 4 damage to my face. In order to kill my thing to avoid, triggering anything. Well, evidently they're not going to avoid that. That's an amazing top deck right there. Survives against both of them, kills both of them, whilst doing so. Of course, if this gets buffed by 1 attack or... horrible situation, 1 attack and 1 health, then we're in some real issue area. But, other than that, we're fine. To all minions with Death Rattle. Okay, so that would work in a deck with, Nerubian Egg, for example. Consecrate. 4 mana, you set up for Consecrate so that you can't trigger Revenge on either of the targets, because they both die at the same time. I would do it. I'd Consecrate that board. Think about it, our opponent's still way ahead of us off the back of that Consecration, so yeah, Consecrate that board, definitely. So this is the easier one to kill, but if you kill this, you buff this, and it already has a Divine Shield on it, so it's real powerful. It was either that or Dread Corsair, you know, and I want to be triggering the Avenge as soon as possible so that I can actually justify the kind of depths that I went to try and get it to work. I've got a Kazan Mystic in my deck as well, I've got to remember that. if my opponent tries to play a secret. Because if you steal a secret from an opponent, you're fucking golden. It's insane. It's so powerful. It's like you had a... It's kind of like mind control, right? Mind control on a shitty-ish target, but still. While developing another minion on board, come on, it's good. It's real good. That's actually really well done, because now this is not strong enough to kill either of those by itself.
Put this apple on your head.
Not.
Argent Protect, please hit this. With the dagger. Please hit this. Oh no, I should have attacked first. Damn it. It still worked out. That shouldn't have worked out, right? If I had attacked first, I would have gone to a 50-50 for killing the 4-1, rather than a 33% chance to kill the 4-1. I think it's just because I set the precedent for not killing the 4-2 beforehand, but that's because I had to play the Argent Protector, right? So, there was this weird order of operations going in my head. Hey, perfect shot. One shot, one kill. Oh, okay, now we're in a really good position.
This is my responsibility.
I'll actually kill that, just in case my opponent has board clear. Then freeze that one, go for face. I mean, it was either that or Dread Corsair Harvest Golem. Dread Corsair Harvest Golem was a better play. I should have done that. Although that does leave this alive in order to remove this to a health where I can be consecrated, or just to straight up remove a knife juggler, and... I don't know. I don't know. Hammer of Wrath top deck, which gives me another Hammer of Wrath. Here we go. It's gonna happen. 100% of the time, every time. There's the Hammer of Wrath top deck that I told you was going to happen. So we have 15 damage using that Hammer of Wrath, all straight for face. Depending on whether this hits the Azure Drake, we could be in a real good position. Nope.
To battle.
That hits that, and then Dread Corsair, because either of these... Well, now I don't have the mana for the Hammer of Wrath, so, well, thank you for that. Shit, Consecrate. I know I should face, or... This means I don't lose my full board against the Consecration. You have to run in, Consecrate. I still have a 5-1 at the end of that. What would target any of these? Like, all of these are good targets for it. I mean, those two, I guess, are good targets. You would hit this so that you can use the 2-1 to kill the 4-1.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Wow, rough. Wow. Huh? That's the wrong target. Are you that worried about your health? I don't have a way to remove both of those, so I just attack face.
To battle.
And then develop as many sticky minions as I can.
Reporting for duty.
That goes there, that goes there. There's a 2-1 versus a 4-3 and a 2-3, both which have Death Rattle. Really good Death Rattle. The amount of Hammers of Wrath that I have in my deck means that when we get to top decking, I'm actually in a really good position. And I'm Paladin, so every single time I'm top decking, I can just hero power every turn. At least I generate a 1-1.
I wonder.
This person drafted Light's Justice. Not Muster for Battle. Light's Justice. I just want you to remember that when we lose to them. This is weird.
I wonder.
That is incredible. Like, literally, I don't believe it. That is possibly the best 2-drop. Even in this situation, because I would be able to kill the rest of them with one hit. Even Millhouse Mana Storm or Succubus. Still, one hit kill. Great. I'm gonna have to Blessing of Kings to make that worthwhile. I'm gonna keep the Kazan Mystic in hand until I know there is no way that I can possibly keep it anymore.
Reporting for
Quality
duty.
time.
Reporting for duty.
This is horrible. This is really bad. I need more Hammers of Wrath, please. Do I even have any more in my deck? Truce of a Champion, I used it earlier.
I hope you like my invention.
Oh my god, how many fucking cards do you want, buddy? I've used 3 Hammers of Wrath, and you're deeper than me in card draw. That should not happen. I don't agree with that at all. That goes there. That goes there. 2-1 goes face. I think the only way that I win now is actually if I keep the Kazan Mystic for a secret. And that's relying on not only my opponent having drafted a secret, but drawing the secret and then playing the secret.
Let me think.
This is going pretty badly. I can't win anymore. I don't have anything at all big enough to deal with that. I'm gonna have to play that one.
Reporting for duty.
So even if I manage to kill the first form of the Sneasel Shredder, I have nothing that can kill the random legendary minion. And it could be just brutal. I may as well concede, to be completely honest with you. I'm not going to, but that would be 100% legitimate. You had a secret in hand this whole time.
Reporting for duty.
Wow. Svensson is officially the world's best player, actually, so... Just in case you didn't know.
I've got a huge guy. Job's done. Reporting for duty.
Be Lawwalker Cho. Nat Pagel still wins my opponent the game, so I need that to be Lawwalker Cho. Oh, not even gonna let me summon it.
Reporting for duty.
I can't do anything now. Yay, Hammer of Wrath, real good top deck.
The battle. duty.
Job done.
The victory
Has lethal, by the way. If I'd removed this, it would have been 12. So I would have survived by 1 health. Yeah, that was incorrect not to do, but still, there was no winning from that. Wow. That did not go the way that I'd hoped it would. Not even slightly. Worthy opponent. Lovely. Oh, it's another paladin.
Uther!
Might as well keep Case on this
I
time.
will fight with honor.
All of these are going back.
Man's
Not a fucking chance I'm
retribution.
playing any of these in the early turns. Doop-doop-da. Not horrible, but the strength of the Yamani Berserker lies in enraging it. You can't enrage it if it has a Divine Shield. But then again, my Yamani Berserkers, historically, don't live to the turn where they would be enraged. Or are enraged and then are killed immediately afterwards. That's a Cogmaster on the field, isn't it? Did I just hear the sound for a Cogmaster being put on the field? Alright, let's see your mech, buddy. I don't know if you have one, but if you do, I'm fucked. Well, not fucked, actually. My Yamani Berserker trades evenly for it, but still, I wouldn't be pleased.
Reporting for duty.
There we are. It's a very funny looking mech right there.
You must cleanse the Sunwell.
Don't mind me, I'm just going to generate a 6-3 on turn 2. Turn 3, sorry. Coin Hammer of Wrath, coin Consecration, or coin Truce of a Champion. You know, the 3 most popular Paladin cards. All destroy me. I've got a message for you, vis-a-vis taking Candle. You? No.
Not on my watch.
Push
Shield
forward.
you, attack that. You had the coin, didn't you? Yeah, you totally had the coin, so if you had Consecration, you were gonna play it. So, unless this card is Consecration, I don't have to worry. Well, opponent is world's best gamer. Confirms. Yeah, I've at least got 2 things on field. One of them dies, the other one gets the buff.
For a little while, I got a big punch.
Tazdingo!
Oh dear.
The battle!
I can't play this aggressively. Shielded Minibot Bomb Lobber next turn is okay.
Death does not scare me.
It's not good enough against that though.
Reporting for duty.
Justice.
I don't even have anything big in my deck for the Deathlord to pull out. So this is Avenge, my opponent knows it, I know it, everyone knows it. If you're going to remove this, that was a wrong attack. You don't do that first. So this would come up to a 8-8. That'd be nice to see. I play the Bomb Lobber first because it's got a now 50% chance to hit a target which I can then finish off easily. Yeah. Bomb Lobber has to go first. Either of these is fine. That is not fine. Oh. We've managed to kind of crawl our way back to some decent board state. I'm just wondering how long it's going to be until I get hit by another consecration. Got no concentrations. Wow, we got no consecrations in our entire draft. Truce of a Champion is fine. You need the Truce of a Champion. You need this to be buffed so you can remove its shield with that, and then Truce of a Champion. Yeah. Oh no, wait, yeah, you've got this as well. But now you want to do that, don't you? God damn it. Yeah, they do want to do that.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Bombs away!
Weapons ready.
I very much need to just go for the face right now. Top deck Hammer of Wrath into another Hammer of Wrath. Don't mind if I do. Seriously, I need to do that.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, if you hit this, we're gonna get consecrated. If you hit this, we're fine. Because hitting this preps up for a consecration to clear the board.
Weapons ready.
Blood and plunder.
So my 5/5 lying there in wait is hopefully going to win the game for me. Guardian of Kings top deck. Is that what you got? No, it's the Consecration top deck. Luckily, at 5/2, a little more difficult to remove than that. So you still need to play a taunt or heal yourself by 2 more health. Defender of Argus in the center of those two. Stun Fury Protected could still win it. No, well played. Excelente. Not only is that the Total Dominance quest, but it's also my first Truce of a Champion in Golden. And it's 3-1, so that means it's the end of part 1 of this video. You'll be able to find the link to part 2 in the description down below. Hope to see you there.